This is Ramses.
And I'm the Vesper.
And we're here to bring you Back in Time, episode number 6. Where we take a look at something from the past that we still enjoy to this day. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as we'll bring you many more of these Back in Times in the future. Today's subject will be Commercial Jingles, 1990s edition. Now that I've recovered from all my injuries from the 80s commercials, I'm ready to go into the 90s commercial. And I'm wearing nice body armor, padding, I'm ready to go. Jingles from the 1990s.
Well, you know what? I think you're overreacting because that one jingle that got you in the mess to begin with doesn't exist in the 1990s, so you're safe.
Oh, that's right.
Until you find some way to make me mad.
Now I found another list of fresh commercials here. This time I've sorted through it. I know what you like, I know what you want. I'm not going to make any mistakes this time. 1990s, jingles, the songs you remember and like. And we're going right at it.
Well, you know what? You said that last time about the 80s compilation, and look where it got you.
Oh, I still remember. I'm still recovering, folks. Ow,
it got you a knuckle sandwich.
Let's start with something refreshing. A fun little jingle from a fun soda that Vesper may not like, but it's still a catchy jingle. Coca-Cola. Here we go.
Wherever there's a pool, there's always a flirt. Whenever there is school, there'll always be homework. Whenever there's a beat, there's always a drum. Whenever there's fun, there's always Coca-Cola. Yeah. Always Coca-Cola. The stars will always shine, the birds will always sing. As long as there is thirst, there's always the real thing. Coca-Cola Classic is always the one. Whenever there is fun, there's always Coca-Cola. Yeah. Coca-Cola. Always Coca-Cola.
I'll give you my honest thoughts, and it is a very catchy song. It's straight to the point, it's simple, and it's all about Coke. But the best thing about it is that R&B beat. It pulls you right in, and it actually is very memorable.
I like that they don't even show the soda product. You know, this is all on the red circle Coca-Cola background logo. You have a lot of images going on around it while you hear the fun beat. Very catchy song. It does get you in the mood to drink Coca-Cola, because not only is the song catchy, but the eye candy of everything going on. They're showing hundreds of images at a time. Yes, it's a Coke commercial. They'll flash the Coke name every now and then in different variations. Very effective.
This is going to be a hard one to beat because it's such a catchy tune. I remember this from back in high school.
We gotta move on. Coca-Cola, thank you for a fun commercial, but we're moving on to the next one. Here we go. And now to a board game. I think this is one that everybody in the world has played, and I think everyone's going to know this commercial for, that's right, Connect 4, that is. Haha, got you on that one. Here we go.
You're not funny.
Go for it, red.
Go for it, black. Go for
Get
it.
off my back.
Connect 4.
Got 3 in a row.
Go for one more. Go for it.
Too late, Joe.
Connect 4.
Go for the fun of Connect 4. 4 in a row wins.
Go for the bottom and go for the top. Watch for the block.
Forget it, you're stopped.
Go for the glory. Go for the star. Go for it.
I win.
Connect 4. Go for it.
Yeah.
Connect 4.
You know, I had Connect 4 as a kid, and I really don't remember them ever talking like that. But I tell you what, if they did talk like that, I would be all over it as a kid. My parents, though, would probably be like, son, we're not going to get you living pieces of checkers for a board game.
I don't understand why. They look like they're having so much fun. They go, yeah, and they're shooting all the places. They're pointing, and then they're missing the circles. It's like, it's not that hard, guys. Your goal is to get into the slot, not the popcorn bowl next to it. I think this is great. The animation used here is so much fun. It really sells it, and you're probably so disappointed when you buy it and you see your pieces aren't talking like the ones in the question.
Well, I'm actually thankful for the fact they're not talking to me like in a commercial, because if they were talking and running around like this, I'd be afraid they'd be stealing my baseball cards and all my other collectibles.
That's right. It's like Gremlins all over again, just with checkers. Isn't the song catchy? I think it's very catchy.
Oh, absolutely. It is a very easy song to remember. Go for it, red. Go for it, black. It was extremely fun, and I would highly recommend you play Connect 4 because, obviously, listen to the song. It's all there. It's a great game.
Very catchy, very fun. Connect 4 growing up, and I love this commercial, but time to move on to the next one. That was a lot of fun. I wonder if you remember this toy. Something of a Halloween theme. It's not our Halloween back in time, but I think it'll still fit anyway. From 1992, we have Creepy Crawlers.
Creepy crawlers. They're squirmy and wormy and purple and green. The grossest little creatures that you've ever seen. Creepy crawlers. build a monster mold with the colored plastic goop and make a creepy crawler from a yucky monster soup. They're ucky, yucky, squirmy, wormy, very scary, sometimes hairy, squiggly, wiggly, creepy crawling.
Creepy crawlers.
Gross out your sister, embarrass your dad. You can be a little creep without being bad.
Creepy Crawlers Workshop with plastic goof.
Does that bring back any memories, Master? Everybody in the 90s were into the creepy crawlers. I remember hearing all about this. I think it was a little past my time, but this song is so memorable and the kids' reactions to everything going on here.
Well, you know what? There's a saying at the end of it. You can be a creep without being bad. I'm sure that defines you perfectly. You're a little creep and you weren't bad, but you're still a creep nonetheless. Fun little song. You're supposed to scare people with them, but you got all these high-colored things, so they're going to see them a mile away, so you're not really creeping anybody out.
It's pretty much colored Elmer's glue that you're pouring into an easy bake oven, let's be honest. You see the scorpion at the beginning of the commercial? Imagine trying to get that perfectly lined up, squirting colored glue into a mold. That's impossible. You're not going to be able to get it to look like that.
This is honestly one of those toys that I would never own because you have to buy refills for it.
Oh, that's right. That's probably where they get you. It's probably like, oh, $19.99 for the whole creepy crawler set, plus another $9.99 for every time you want to buy 2 more bottles of the colored glue. I was not into it. I think Vesper has some memories with it.
Oh no, I had friends with this in school, and you know what? We ended up just flinging them at each other. It was just, you know, a guy thing.
Projectiles, yes. I think the commercial is funny. It's a creative song.
Fun little commercial, fun song. We feel it was a little misleading in the advertisement.
Yes, I think we'll go with that, and we'll leave it at that.
So far, so good. I'm entertained. Keep going.
All right, see, I've learned my lesson this time. I know I said that last time, but I think this time I really did. How about some food? I remember a fun cereal commercial with one of my favorite characters, and one of my favorite animals shows up in this too. Let's see what it is.
My name's Coco, happy as can be. As long as I've got my Cocoa Krispies, I've gotta watch out for the Jungle King. For chocolatey taste, here for anything. Now a little tickle never hurts anyone. I protect what's mine and I have a bit of fun. Oh yeah. Kellogg's Cocoa Krispies are such a chocolatey and delicious part of this complete breakfast. Even the milk turns chocolate. With every bite some chocolate beef. Oh, everybody wants my Cocoa Krispies.
Now that's a catchy song, Esther. I can't believe I forgot all about the Cocoa Krispies jingles with Coco the Monkey. This was a great campaign. I'm sorry it only lasted a few years. It was one of my favorites.
Figure's your favorite animal's a monkey.
No, not the monkey. The lion is my favorite. Don't you see my logo here? The lion.
Well, he's just as goofy looking as you are, so there you go.
Again, this is not about me, Vesper. How do I always get into these things?
Because I'm the boss here.
Oh, yes. So I think it's a lot of fun. The song is so catchy. I remember every time a Cocoa Krispie commercial came on, I was like, oh yeah, I love this commercial. The song's so cool. And then he was beating up some animal every time he was trying to get his cereal.
I applaud that, monkey, since lions apparently are your favorite animals, so
yeah, they're very cool.
The thrashing he just got here just shows you just how kingly of the jungle he is. However, I will say this, though, about the commercial. Of all the ones you've shown me so far, this one is the best. It's got a good song, got a good beat, and there's something always going on that keeps your eyes busy without overloading your senses. Not necessarily the best song, I'm still going to stand by that Coke song, but this is definitely a close second. Overall, so far, best commercial and song together.
Now there's another classic. Alright guys, this one has been spoofed and made fun of and analyzed. You'll get caught up in it. Here it is.
It's sometime in the future. The ultimate challenge. Crossfire. Crossfire! You get caught up in the crossfire! Crossfire! You get caught up in the crossfire! 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 You'll get caught up in it.
You said it's the 1990s, but why are they wearing leather jackets like the 1950s?
No, this takes place somewhere in the future. So in the future, old is new again. That always happens.
Oh, so this is actually a retro commercial from the future.
Yeah, I guess so.
I actually had this game as a kid. Absolutely loved it. It was a very fun game. If you're facing an opponent with half a brain, you're shooting the same thing. So it actually sort of just stays there in the center. It comes down to your reloading skills. You got to grab those steel pellets as fast as you can, load that gun, and just keep firing. And if all else fails, you just tip it and send them all into there.
Yeah, that sounds like the best for strategy, folks.
You see in this commercial lightning and fire. As a kid, you definitely wanted this game.
Oh yeah,
and you know what?
Fun.
Played the crap out of this until eventually, you know, everything broke on it, but it was a great game.
A lot of fun, very catchy song. What do you think of the song before we move on to the next one?
I think the song is the weakest so far we've seen, but it's very catchy. You know, crossfire.
You'll get caught up in the...
I told you, don't sting.
Yes,
I told you you're going to screw it up.
No.
Cool kids got leather. together. I got flannel.
On that note, we're moving on to the next one. That was a lot of fun. Hey kids, guess what's in town now? That's right, Skip It. Oh boy, yeah, you thought we were gonna pass on this one? Absolutely not. From Tiger Toys, we have Skip It.
Hey now kids, come gather around. See what just skipped into town. So skip it, do run, do jump, do hop, hop. Skip it, skipping and a screaming and a bop to bop. But the very best thing of all, there's a counter on this ball. So try to beat your very best score. See if you can jump a whole lot more. Skip it, come on everybody, skip it. Roaring good fun from Tiger Toys.
You know what's funny about this card? This is one of the most classic songs where everyone who grew up in the early 90s remember this. They were overplaying this on every show, every cartoon.
And it was in every gym class.
Oh, that's right, yes. They actually thought that this was a great athletic toy. Little did they know this thing's a piece of junk. And even in the commercial, you can see it's a piece of junk. The thing is barely circling around properly. It's jumping off the ground. They're like showing weird slow motion angles of it to make it look like it's more fun.
Just speaking from scientific measures, when you're doing this, you're creating centrifugal force. That force is going to eventually cause that thing to rise off the ground the faster it goes.
Of course, the famous line of the song is the very best thing of all, there's a counter on the ball. Like, that's a big deal, yes.
I know why it was so popular. It was that song. It was like in the 80s with like My Buddy.
That song's very catchy, but no, I would never get that stupid thing from Tiger Electronics.
I actually knew somebody that had one of those things, and they played with it for a little bit, and then guess what? It'd get boring because, you know, it's basically jump rope.
This is one of those that it's known for the commercial. Very catchy song, very lame toy, but the song is better than the actual item is. And now I think we're going to show you a more obscure toy. And I hope this doesn't give Vesper any wild ideas here. I'm already on thin ice as it is.
Another toy?
Soccer Boppers. See if you remember this. Very catchy song.
Soccer boppers, soccer boppers. You can sock all day and bop all night. Soccer boppers, soccer boppers. More fun than a pillow fight. Blow 'em up, put your hand inside, get ready to have the time of your life. Soccer boppers, soccer boppers. Sock 'em once and bop 'em twice. Soccer boppers, soccer boppers.
Soccer Boppers, more fun than a pillow fight by Big Time Toys.
Soccer boppers.
Alright, I'm going to say one thing right here. These kids are obviously not swinging as hard as they could be. Because I tell you what, I had a friend that had one of these. And you know what? He punched one of my other friends with it so hard, it exploded on the first contact.
I mean, this thing looks like it cost like 50 cents, maybe 10 cents to make. It's a little like a Bopham bag that they made portable to put in your hand. What do you think's gonna happen?
Well, I mean, these kids are just holding back. Look, they're just like tapping them lightly. Look, finally, we get to
Yeah,
one.
that kid's like dazed. And
They're sharing one, and they start swinging at each other, and about knock one of the kids on the ground. This is exactly how this is going to play out. You might as well give them boxing gloves like I have here, Ramses.
Uh-oh, wait, I know this is gonna give me ideas. All right, wait a minute, I'm getting ready.
This commercial is absolutely ridiculous. There's only one scene that holds a lick of truth, and that's where one of the kids is about ready knocked on the floor. Now, you know what, kids? If you're watching this, save yourself some money, pick up a pillow, and just wankadoo at each other. Oh, speaking of that, I can't find my boxing gloves. Hey, look here, I found some memory foam pillows lying about.
Oh, memory foam pillows. Well, those don't seem so bad. That'll be all right. Wait a minute, we said not to use memory foam pillows.
Get over here.
No, stop. Wait, stop. Wait, no, that's right. Hey, wait.
Stop dodging.
Wait, stop. Wait, all right, let's move on.
Oh, dang. There went bookshelf.
I'm getting out of here, folks. Well, I'm gonna love this commercial. I'll be right back.
More toys. Hungry, hungry hippos.
What for lunch?
It's Hungry Hungry Hippos!
Hungry, hungry hippos. We're hungry, hungry hippos. We love to feed our face. We're hungry, hungry hippos. We're in an eating race.
It's Hungry Hungry Hippos. First to gobble up the most marbles wins.
Hungry, hungry hippos. We're hungry, hungry hippos. We love to feed our face. We're hungry, hungry hippos. We're in an eating race.
How's about dessert?
We're hungry, hungry hippos. Hungry, hungry hippos. Hungry, hungry.
And I think everyone in the world had this game. To me, I had the game, but I found it very boring and silly, and it's like you're slapping one little lever nonstop, but...
You're fast. Hold on a second. I'm going to interrupt you and say that Hungry Hungry Hippos is an awesome game for kids. This was one of the first games I got. This game is not unique to the 1990s by a long
No,
shot.
only the commercial with the jingle was the 90s. It's been out for a long time, you're right. I do remember it even before then. But the song was the 90s. That's what made the game so memorable, because you had that Hungry Hungry Hippos, you know, where they're all all dancing and singing.
I remember that back in the day, the older ones, those were made a lot sturdier than these newer ones, because I feel that the newer ones will probably break on you if you hit it too hard. Overall, it's a very catchy song. Hungry, hungry hippos. Bam. You know, do the cotton line. Fun commercial.
Simple, to the point game. Imagine 4 kids all together. You have the marbles all over the place and everyone's going crazy trying to get it. I can see the fun in it, and the commercial actually makes it look fun, so it's a very effective commercial in that aspect.
Although there's always going to be that one kid that's going to hit it too hard and break it. That's going to happen. Well, that was a good playlist there, Ramses. I have to admit that...
You know how it works in this one. I always like to find a fun surprise. Now, I learned my lesson last time. I'm not going to do anything that's going to get me physically destroyed or beat up this time, but I am going to do one that I think you will appreciate. It's a fun song. Can't really have a playlist of the 90s without including this one. So here we go, the mystery commercial for our 90s edition of Back in Time. Here it is.
Fresh and full of life. Nothing gets to you. Staying fresh, staying cool. With Mentos fresh and full of life. Fresh goes better. Mentos fresh day. Fresh goes better with Mentos fresh and full of life. Mentos, the fresh maker.
So there you go. You have to have Mentos. I mean, come on, Vesper. How could we have forgotten one of the most classic jingles?
Well, you know what? After chasing you with those freaking memory foam pills, they weigh a ton. I think I'll have me one of these Mentos. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put it here in this Diet Coke and watch this.
Vesper, you got it all over it. You're not supposed to put Mentos in Diet Coke. What are you doing? Are you insane? You know I love Diet Coke. How can you just ruin my drink like that? You got me soaked here. What is this?
I couldn't catch you with the foam pillows, so I had to get you somehow.
Oh, I'm soaked.
But I'll tell you this while you're wiping yourself down there. This was a very fun commercial. And the best part about it is every Mentos commercial in the 90s was a little bit different. And this one seems implausible to begin with. If he was parallel parking, how could he get something so straight and so close?
This one is so over the top. They're all over the top, but this one is so ridiculous. She has this little dumpy nothing car that probably weighs 2 pounds or something. But he's like, oh, sorry, I'm out of time. Sucks for you. Don't worry, she has Mentos, so everything will be alright. And then, of course, we got the even wackier. She's like, what am I gonna do? That guy sure was a jerk. Wait, I'll just summon 4 overall wearing construction workers.
By the way, did you notice that all of them were immaculately clean? I can say that you are dirty 100% of the time, usually within the first 10 minutes of work.
So what, they're just waiting around for some damsel in distress who needs help? And then I love the workers' look. He's like, he thinks they're gonna come to beat him up, but no, they're just gonna lift her tiny little nothing car.
So basically they grab the chassis. This should have ripped off because, you know, no matter how light it is, isn't exactly designed to withhold the entire weight of the car up with it. Why is the guy even worried about? They're just picking up her car and moving it out. It makes no sense.
Right.
There's always somebody that's gotta win.
Yep, and like every Mentos commercial, he does the, you got me.
Well, just like I got you.
Yes, and I'm still dripping wet, folks, but at least I didn't get physically hit. I lost my Diet Coke and
No, you've apparently been hitting the gym because I couldn't catch you earlier.
Well, I'm working out on that treadmill. You know, working with you is a hazard in itself. But more on that next time, folks. So that was our look back at 90s jingles. I hope you enjoyed it. A lot of fun. Let us know what you thought of this one. Let us know what commercial you'd like to see. We may visit some of these decades again. They're a lot of fun. We've gotten great feedback, and we look forward to doing more.
So remember to comment, like, subscribe, and
ring that bell, as Vesper always says. Until next time, thanks for joining us.
Goodbye, everybody.